Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building with another banger, man. So look, before we get any further into this video, I got a very special build coming at y'all. The two-way scoring machine with all contact dunks, the MORANT build. But man, first things first, thank God for giving me this opportunity. Thank y'all for the support. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family RGF, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications as well as hit that like button, y'all. Now, before we get any further, man, I decided to remake this MORANT build because previously y'all were really flaming me in the comment section talking about how garbage of a build this was because I did not put pass accuracy on it. Again, that one was more of a 1v1 build, but this one I'm bringing it back with over 100 badges. Gonna have the pass accuracy and a really balance taken into account with it as well. So let's go ahead and get into the making now. The first thing that y'all want to go ahead and do is put this build under the point guard position. Of course, that's going to allow you to get the maximum possible badges for this build. And also on top of all that, y'all, thank you for the support that y'all showed me on the first version of this build that I brought to y'all. Had around 14,000 views in under a month, and honestly, I can really just say that I appreciate y'all for just allowing me to continue to be who I am and y'all coming through and accepting me as well. So now let's go ahead and get into the height. I'm gonna go with 6'2". The weight is gonna be 174, and then as for the wingspan, we're gonna go with 6'9", and then when it comes down to the body shape, this is gonna go up to be defined, y'all. Now remember, you can change anything based off of your preference, but if you want to make it the very best possible way, and I am not just saying that, I really took into account everything that can possibly be considered, and with that, this build is much more balanced because you're going to be able to take it into any game mode of your liking. So that means 1v1, 2v2, 3v3s, or even the wreck, y'all. Now I'm going to go and start with the finishing. Close shot is going to go up to a 62. Driving layup is going to go up to an 83. And then as for the driving dunk, this is going to go up to a 92, allowing us to get the contact dunks once we do adjust our vertical. Now let's go ahead and get into the shooting now. For this is where things are going to be a little bit different from the original version that I showed y'all of this build. So we're going to go with a mid-range shot of 85, three-pointer of 84. You can raise these if you want to, but I'm telling you, this is going to be perfect because of the takeover. That's going to give you a +10 to your shooting if you decide to go that route. And also on top of all that, you're still going to be able to shoot free throws on this build, being able to take it into any game mode. Now 27 badges, really solid all around, and you get some really solid wealth in each of these categories when it comes down to the finishing as well as the shooting. So far so good. We got around 50 plus badges right now. Let's go ahead and move on to the playmaking side of things. So the pass accuracy, I barely put anything into this, if anything, none at all last time. So I'm going to go with the pass accuracy of 73. Then that's going to allow us to get silver bullet passer, which is going to be good. Ball handle, going to go up to an 89, and the speed of the ball, you want to max this out at a 92. And that's going to allow you to get 29 badges, y'all. As you can see, you get some really good Hall of Fame badges, especially with triple threat juke and quick first step, y'all. These are going to be some very vital things about this build because you want to be sure that you're spreading the wealth but also being able to do everything that any other build is going to be able to do. That's just the way I look at it. But now let's go ahead and move on to the defensive side. I'm going to go with the perimeter defense of 89, and then when it comes down to the steal, I'm going to put this to an 89 as well, and that's going to allow us to get 20 defensive badges. Really saves us on the defensive end, so that really means you're still going to be able to play some good defense and guard anybody. Now with this build, it's looking like you're going to end up with exactly 100 badges off rip, but also remember, you get a +4 from college, the rebirth, and then another +4 if you finish up to season 4 for the extra badge points. So honestly, around 108, even more than that. I'm telling you, this build is solid all around because of the fact of what you're going to be able to do. So the speed, you're maxing that out. Acceleration going to be an 88. Make sure you put that vertical to an 80, and then the stamina is going to be perfect at a 90. Now this is pretty much what the build is going to be looking like. I'm telling y'all, with every single contact dunk unlocked, this is going to be a very nice build to use. It really reminds me of MORANT, and especially like I said, with what you're going to be able to do on this field, you're going to be able to shoot, finish at ease at the rim. You're going to be able to get the pro dribble moves, and even the defense is there, especially if you're playing 2v2 or even 3v3. Even taking this build to the one score, it has a lot of potential in it. But now from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the takeover. So as you can see, we get the slashing first, then we get the shot creating, playmaking of course, and then finally you're going to be able to get the lockdown defender takeover. So whichever one you decide to pick, just please remember you're going to be getting a plus 10 to that category of this build. So if you go with the slashing, plus 10 to the slashing. If you go with the shot creating, plus 10 to your shooting, playmaking, same thing, and also the same exact is going to apply for that lockdown. For me, the first one I'm going to go with is going to be ankle breaking shots takeover. This is really overpowered, especially in the 1v1 court. You are literally unguardable once you get this takeover activated, because if they play up on you, it is so easy to snap some ankles and drop them to the floor. So that's what I'm going to go with on this build. The second one, I like extreme clamps, and as y'all can see, we have made the first ever 100 plus badge, two-way scoring machine, but also this is the more balanced and all-around version that you're going to be finding on YouTube, y'all. So I appreciate it. If y'all made it this far, go ahead and drop a like, and just know I appreciate all the love, I appreciate all the viewers, man. The more y'all continue to mess with me, the better the videos are gonna get. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this build though. So remember, if you run with teammates that have floor general on Hall of Fame as well as defensive leader, that's gonna give you a +4 to both your offensive end of this build as well as the defensive end. However, if you buy boost, that's gonna be another +4, so essentially +8 for all of these categories. And then when you consider the takeover, we did pick the shooting, so that's a +10, so +18 when it's all added up, as well as a +18 to the defensive end. So essentially in takeover, you're going to be able to have a 99 perimeter defense as well as a 99 steal on this build. For the shooting, you're going to get a 99 mid-range shot as well as a 99 3-point shot. So the shooting and the firepower is still there compared to the other version that I made, y'all, as well as the defensive end being even better. Now, if you just buy boost, you'll be able to still maintain a 99 driving dunk if you are running with the correct teammates. I'm telling you, that makes a huge difference, especially with what badges they use. And then when it comes down to the speed with ball, this is going to be 99 as well as the ball handle being in the high 90s. That's just the way that I look at it. But now let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build when it comes down to the badges. So we got 24 for the finishing. The first one that I'm going to go with is going to be posterizer on gold. Another one that I really like, especially for this build, is going to be Hall of Fame slithery finisher. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the next set. I'm going to go with limitless takeoff as well in Hall of Fame. You cannot forget about that one. Another badge I really like to run, especially for contact layups, is going to be fearless finisher. Very overpowered badge, especially when you use it consistently. And then the last one I'm going to go with, just to be safe, is going to be unstrippable on gold. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the shooting. We got 27 badges here that we're going to be able to work with. So a lot of wealth, which means that it's really good. I'm going to go with first silver blinders. Now from there, I really like Deadeye and then also Green Machine. We got 19 more remaining. As long as you put these badges on silver, that's going to be good. But you cannot forget about Hodge on Hunter. I'm going to go with the max tier of gold. Now, for the next 11 or 13, I'm going to go with second mismatch expert on silver and then also Hall of Fame sniper. We have 5 more remaining, so if you want to spread the wealth, that is also another really good thing that you can do. For me, I would go with either silver or gold corner specialist and then bronze clutch shooter. Let's go ahead and move on now to the playmaking, the actual most category where we get the most badges. So I'm going to go with first bullet passer as well as gold hyperdrive and quick chain. You cannot forget about triple threat juke on this build. Very overpowered, especially with that 99 speed when it's all said and done. Let's go ahead and move on to the next set of the playmaking badges. I'm going to go with quick first step on Hall of Fame and then gold handles for days. For the last 4, this really comes down to your own preference. So if you want to spread the wealth, you definitely can do so, or even just to be safe, go with gold unpluckable. Now finally, we got to go ahead and take care of the defensive end. We get 20 badges here. So for me, one of the first badges that I'm going to throw on is going to be Hustler on Hall of Fame. However, if you want to change it up, you definitely can do so. I'm going to go with also gold clamps. Now we got 11 more remaining badges. A badge that I feel like is going to be very overpowered, honestly, on this build. Really considers to your playstyle, but I'm going to go with pickpocket. And also for the next 7, this really comes down to what you want to do. Again, there are so many really good badges that you can put on this build. For me, I'm going to go with silver interceptor. Then I'm also going to go ahead and throw on gold ball stripper, and then finally tireless defender on bronze. And this is a setup that we'd be running. I would go with 20 defensive badges, 29 playmaking. Then we're going to get 27 shooting as well, and then finally to finish it off, we're going to be able to maintain 24 finishing badges. Again, Thank you, God, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you to the man upstairs. Thank y'all for the support that y'all have continuously been showing. I appreciate y'all. I brought y'all a better version of this build, man. So y'all better hit that like button. And man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Anybody looking to join the Rich Gang family RGF, be sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications so that way y'all don't miss an upload because I'm uploading daily, as well as smash that like button, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all and I thank y'all. Do one thing extra to become a better version of yourself than you were yesterday. And man, with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.